is day 3 of fixing more things on the old tree. And today we're gonna tackle this ignition switch.
Now, if you ever had old GM trucks or even some of the early 90s Hondas, the ignition switches, you'll stick a key in, right? So you stick your key in the ignition switch and it'll go to right before the accessory. And then what it feels like is like when your steering wheel gets locked, but then all of a sudden you got to start wiggling the key and doing all kinds of crazy shit before it will actually turn over to accessory on and then, you know, the run position. And so with these Toyotas and the Sequoias and in the Tundras, the first gens, apparently there's a fix. And fingers crossed, we're going to try this together. But let me show you what it's doing first. And then I'm going to show you this fix that may literally fix it in a minute. I'll put the link to the product you'll need below as well. So check that out if you need it. And like I said, fingers crossed on this. Let me show you what's happening here first. This key will get to right there, which is about right before the accessory. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Right before the accessory. But then it won't go any further. It's doing all kinds of crazy shit, won't go. And the steering wheel is not locked, right? So, oh, there we go. Got it to crank all the way over. But you saw how much wiggling I had to do. We're good to go. So, check this out. Watch the video here on the old YouTubes about how if you take a blank key, now this one actually has one of the electric key fobs, like it would be any solar key fob, right? But electric key fobs for this vehicle that you can program to this vehicle. Comes with it. It's a kit. I want to say it was like 16 bucks. Like I said, I'll put it in the link and below. But this blank key, apparently if you stick it in there, what happens is normally there's tumblers inside of these things that have like little brass single piece tumblers that the key slides through and allows the lock mechanism to function. What's happening with these ones is that they're 2-piece. In the first gen Sequoia and in the Tundra, I could be incorrect on the wording here. So if you know the proper wording here, drop it in the comments, let me know. But they're 2-piece instead of 1-piece. And what happens is they're starting to cross one another or bind on one another. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of WD-40, just spray it in there a little bit, because lube is always better, right? And then I'm gonna stick the blank key in there. Supposedly what this is supposed to do is correct whatever issue those tumblers have falling down on one another. So fingers crossed, damn it. Fingers crossed, let's try this together. First a little bit of lube, because it's being fucky. Oh, okay, that's enough. And then, damn it, I forgot to open the package. Insert blank key. Oh yeah, it definitely felt like something moved out of the way when I did that. Oh yeah, it's even way smoother going in and out. Okay, look, and I'm gonna leave the camera on and see if this shit works first time. You're gonna see this or not, because obviously this doesn't, you can't turn anything with this. This is a blank key. There's no shit cut out of it. I don't know what those are called. Orifices cut out. So here's the OEM key. Let's see if it works. Oh my fucking goodness. Let's fucking go. Okay, so real talk, having to change the ignition switch itself, it would suck because I'd have to have another key. I know you can go to the dealership and give them the VIN for the truck, and I don't know, I just don't like giving dealerships money. You know how, you guys know how it is. They rip you the fuck off. I just don't like giving them money unnecessarily. However, changing ignition switch is not, ignition switch, I can't fucking talk today, is not that bad. However, I saw, like I said, a locksmith post about this, that it fixes this issue. And let me see. Hold on. Sorry. Dude. And the lock started working by them. Holy shit. I think it fixed 2 problems in 1. Anyway, if you're finding this because your ignition switch on your Tundra or Sequoia is messing up, I hope this shit helped. I'll put the link to the key below. It's cheap. You get a fob with it that you can program yourself, the fob at least, into the truck or into your truck. And happy Toyota. Hold on. Later. Don't click out of the video yet. So I cycled the key a few times. Good news and bad news here. I cycled the key a few times. It did go back to getting stuck. However, if you keep the blank key in there, you just slide it in, slide it back out, and it stops doing that temporarily. It would work for me like 2 or 3 times. I cycled the key, pulled it in and out, and then I had to put the blank key back in to reset whatever was going on in there. I did find a video on how to remove those things from this ignition switch or this cylinder, this lock cylinder, whatever it actually is that's making it bind up. I found a video on how to remove that. I'm going to do that at some point. Not going to do that right now, but what I am going to do is I'll put the link to that video in the description here along with that blank key. So go hit up that video if you want to fix it permanently, because it's removing the things from the stock ignition switch that are making it bind up, and that should fix it permanently. Try that out. Later.